Hi, this is Kim Pinkney, and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, let's go ahead and jump right on in. Uh, from one of my subscribers, I got the idea to do Cruella DeVil as a sea creature, a mermaid of sorts. So what I'm thinking about doing is Cruella DeVil as a stingray. They're just as weird looking and quirky looking, and I think she might be awesome at it. When you see a stingray, they're kind of flat, and Cruella, she's one of those type of characters that she's skinny and weird and well, anyway, you flip the stingray over and you can see the smile and stuff, or whatever. So I'm gonna see if I can capture Cruella doing her being Cruella. But instead of legs, long spindly legs, she'll have the tail. And I saw this image, or the image that inspired me, on Pinterest. It was much sweeter, much nicer, and more wholesome than what I'm going to come up with. So, but I thought, if I could find a character that would fit that, I would definitely do it. And damn it, if this woman did not just scream, me, 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 me. So, I'm even going to bring this up a little higher. Now, I'm making the wings kind of reminiscent to her, what do you call those things? The coat that she wears. So it's kind of like she's just bursting on in and being obnoxious. Where are the puppies? Where are the puppies? So I think her hips will be about like right here. And then I'm going to make her head a little smaller. But I still want her to kind of look wicked. So, let's see. So her head will be about right here. We'll have her hair kind of merge into the wings a bit. Just a bit. And this will be, let's see, that'll be her hip. And then what would have been her legs would be down here into the tail. Okay, so that's my rough. And I'll erase some of the lines so I don't get too confused. Let me see if I can get her full body pose. Do I have a full body pose? I do not. Okay, let me see. There we go. I kind of want to get a little bit of her proportions just so that it really blends in. Let's see. There's so many pictures of Cruella. Let's see. There we go. Cartoon. Alright. Okay, so. Her head is pretty big. Let's see. So she's got. Try to tilt her head a little bit. It's really square looking. Okay, and then she's got these little spindly arms. And I kind of want this to kind of be like the coat. So it'll kind of have some like little ripples in it. And I think it would be kind of funny to have her with her, what is that called? That cigarette underwater of all things. Let me transform this and bring it in smaller so she'll fit on the whole page, and she can be long. I don't mind distorting this. There we go. That way she can have her long cigarette. See, we'll bring her about, we'll make her a little smaller. Okay. And done. And then we'll have her hand come out with the cigarette. Kind of like that. And we'll have it have bubbles instead. Let's see, we'll transform it one more time. Let's see. Now, I was thinking about following a prompt list. Let me see if I can get this to turn. There we go. Give it like a little bit of a... There we go. That way I can really get her in there. And maybe squish her up a bit. Okay. And I don't mind distorting it. Alright. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Let me erase a bit. Okay, and then instead of wisps of smoke, because we'll just have bubbles. Okay, so we'll have this kind of billow out, kind of like her coat. It's as if she opened up her coat. I live for fuzz. Type of thing. Very bony. Let's see. Luckily, she's kept under wraps a lot. Okay. She's got a long neck. Ooh, no, I like that. Okay, but we'll keep this like that. I was going to tilt her head. Now that would be kind of cool. Yeah, let me see what it looks like with a tilted head. Oh yeah. Let's see. I'm debating on which head I like best. I do like it tilted like that because it kind of gives a little bit more shape to the form. If I do it the other way I had it was kind of like she's looking up like this, but her face is kind of tilted downwards. So let me see. Which one? I think this one looks better going in this direction. Okay. Alright. Will do. And I wonder if I should put like little puppies, little dogfish or something like that in there. Anyway, okay, moving forward. We're going to make this a little bit more opaque. I just wanted a little guide to start off with. We'll go ahead and we'll lead with black. And we'll make that super, super tiny. Come on, come on. Do 0.5. Okay, that way I can do some sketching. And we'll do a new layer. Okay, let me grab this picture here. Okay, so basically she has a couple colors. She's red shoes. And I'm going to see if I can incorporate at least some of it into this design. Okay, so she has these red gloves, so we'll be having like red gloves here. Okay, zoom in on her face here. Hey Jessica, how you doing? Now, if you have any suggestions, I'm making this mermaid, like, you guys plant the seed, I crap all over the idea, and then we produce something beautiful that germinates from all that. So if you have any ideas, feel free to throw them out there. I think the one that I'll be doing after this one will be Miley Cyrus on not a wrecking ball, but rather the wrecking ball. It would be what was it? What is that thing called? A sea urchin. Let's see. Okay, let me see if I can use this head. Flip it back around. Format, arrange, rotate horizontally. Yeah, I might be able to make this work. Okay, so I'm going to make this nice and big, and we'll start with her eye. I'm all hyped up because I just finished watching the Game of Thrones episode, and I'm like, oh yeah, the game is afoot now. Alright. So I want to try to make something epic. Oops. Where's my eraser? Ah, too big. Okay. Sorry about that. A little early for that screaming stuff. There we go. Make that a little smaller. I want to give a little bit more, a few more curves to the eye here. I don't think I've drawn Cruella lately, so just flying blind here. Yeah, that's almost perfect. Let's see, let me back it up. It looks more like a Star Trek symbol, her eyebrow. That's a little too pointed there. Oops. And I got too many little lines in this thing here. Ooh, I'm half tempted to just draw it out on paper first. Let's see. Yeah, this program is not very nice when it comes to drawing, per se, but it's excellent for outlining. Like with some drawings, you might want to make things bigger or smaller. In order to do that, you'd have to like duplicate the layer, and then erase everything, come back, do it again. It's just insane. When all we need is like a place where you can like just take a sample. Let's look at that. You know, like say I just want to make a selection. You can't make a selection in here. That sucks. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Like her nose is just a little too wide. Let's see. Trying to get it just right. That's pretty close. Close to kind of what I want to do. Try again. Okay, her nostrils are pretty big. Her eyes aren't beady enough. She's got like a little bit of that. Zoom out a little bit. Make sure I'm still oof. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up drawing this out. Let's see. There we go. Just have to make my erasers just a little thinner. I'm drawing with this pressure sensitivity thing on, and I really should probably turn it off. But it gives these really cool thick and thin lines. Okay, we're doing pretty well. Let's see. Let me erase this eye. Now, it probably isn't going to look exactly like the Cruella that we all know and love. Or despise. But it's gonna be pretty gosh darn close. Like, this nose really should be higher. This should be in more. There we go. It's close. It's not perfect. I live for us. All right. And we'll bring it down a little bit. Let's see. I think I've given her a little bit more volume in her hair than she is used to. Let's see. But at least it's a start. Take some artistic license with some of these. Just try to trim this down a bit. And then we'll throw some hair. Who does your hair? I want to go there. All right. Let's see. Yeah, if anybody else is participating in MerMay, I'd love to see your work. What you've come up with. Send me a link to where I can see your stuff. If you have Instagram or one of those thingamabobs. And if you're doing MerMay, are you participating in the challenge, the different challenges, or did you make your own, kind of like me and kind of flying blind? I couldn't find a MerMay challenge for this year until this morning, So I might incorporate some of my crazy celebrity ideas, whether they're Disney celebrities or just, famous people or something like that, as mermen or merwomen, mer creatures. If I think I can draw it within a day, I will definitely take a whack at it, especially if it's really quirky and totally original. Now this idea was an original because I've seen it before with a person as a creature as a stingray like this, and I think I've seen one merman that had this kind of this stingray tail. Let's see, and this is all red. I could probably color it as I go to save some time. Okay. Now her chin really is this frickin' pointed. Okay, so let's see if I can close up some of these lines and let's see. Make this lip a little bit bigger. Cruella got a little bit of lip injection. Let's see. I could do like the Kardashians as bottom-dwelling sucker fish or something like that. That would be interesting. Oops, too much. Too much off the side. Just a little. Oops. Try to get rid of some of these jagged lines here. Let's see. That's a little bit better. I'm trying to make sure that my lines have one pass. Let me see. One more time. That's pretty close. Let's see. But they have the curve right here. And then the nose is up like that. Which means I got to bring this eye down a little bit more. Okay. Okay, her eye does not bend right here. Oop. Yep, that's one of the things. If you do it just right, you can take out everything. Everything. Okay. All right, and we'll try to smooth this out a bit. Her mouth reminds me of Mother Brain from Captain N the Game Master. Okay. And if we zoom out, not so bad. Okay. I live for fuzz. She's on the hunt. We'll make her arm nice and big. Stretch that hand out. Let's see. It is the thingy, so. See, I don't think her thumb was that big. I could probably make that a little smaller. This needs to be bigger. Okay. One of these cigarette extenders. I don't think this is the program that turns bubbles into circles into, no, it's not, but that's okay. It's got like its own little tool. Okay, let's see. Now, if your hand is out like this, let's see. I think her finger might be under. Let me see if I can find her smoking. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I like how she's doing it this way. Let me erase this. Oh, it has a taper. Okay. Oops. One more time. Make sure I stay within her. Nah, I think I liked the way I had it. This is one thing that you can't do with the other program. There we go. I wish I could make it smaller. Okay, this is how I would have to do it. Duplicate the layer. Let's see, duplicate. And then I'm going to have it on the topmost layer. So I need to erase everything else except for the paw, which is a challenge. Let me go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Erase, erase, erase. Thank goodness I'm not too far in. Okay, turn this back on. And then, come on you. Make this smaller. Transform. Oh, I didn't erase it off the other one. Erase. Okay. Then I can make this smaller. Looks like something else is on here. I'll get rid of that in a sec. Let's see, your arm is outstretched. About right here. A little bit further. And down. And hey, let's see if it'll let me rotate it. Come on. There we go. A little more. Yes, darling, yes. Okay. So from her shoulder, there's that. And I think that'll do it. Okay. Trying to get those proportions in there without having to redraw. She's got these tiny wrists. Merge it down. There we go. This has a taper right here, and then the cigarettes like right here, and then we'll have the bubbles, and she'll just have the bubbles following her. I think that'll work for her. Okay. And then just let's see, and this will be all coat here. And let's see, can't see. Let's see. I'm trying to decide, do I want our hands outstretched? I'm trying to think. I have to think about it. So if Cruella was ever reincarnated, poor thing. All right. Maybe not like that. Let's see. Yeah, she definitely needs to have her hands out somehow. Maybe kind of like grasping at something, or let's see. This is arm, arm. I live for furs. I live for fish. Yeah, even though she's kind of spindly, she does have her own little grace about her. Let's see. So if I have one hand like this, let me see. Let's see, this will do it. Come, darling. Okay, so very spider-like. Let's see. Let's see. My one friend says that when she was in ballet, she would have to bring her fingers together, and that made your other fingers do other things. Let's see, this one had to point, and that's closer to the thumb. There we go. And it kind of gave the hand a little bit of a graceful look. Okay. Let's see if we can fix this. Make this smaller. Alrighty, and then I'm going to see if I can bring this little pinky finger closer to the thumb. And it kind of squeezes the hand, makes it look a little bit more graceful. Let's see. Which brings that in a little bit. This finger will be jutting downwards. And what's funny is I'm not really worried about finger proportions because this woman's really spidery. Let's see. We'll see if we can get these the fingers to overlap a bit. Let's see. This will be pointing this way. That'll be going that way. This will be coming up like this, and this will be coming in like so. It's not the perfect hand, but it'll do, pig, it'll do. Oops. Alright, epidemic sound. I don't know how you let this particular sound get by you, but it is stupid. Fizzonaut. Why Fizzonaut? Why? This is called Boreal Root Sensory, and it sounds just like a record that just got to the end, and it just keeps doing its thing. Let's see. It's supposed to be techno and trance. Let's see. I can't remember if she had any jewelry. Yeah, she had a big ring, but on which finger? Looks like it's on the ring finger. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can do one more pass. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this layer. And then we'll do another draw layer. We'll drop the opacity down just a smidge. And we'll see if we can make our lines more beautiful, darling. Whoops. Okay, yeah, one layer. Oh, it dropped the opacity of the wrong thing, didn't it? Let's see. Oh, it moved my layer down one. Okay, so let me go back. Move you up. There we go. Ah, yes, queen, yes. That'll work. I want it to look like a mustache. But it's going to look like a mustache anyway. Ooh, yeah, that looks bad. Okay. This line should be thin as hell. This one can have the mustache look. Anything underneath can get away with having thick lines because it gives it weight. It puts some weight behind it. But everything that's coming up to closer to the light should be nice and thin. Yeah, the only thing fat on me, baby, is my lines. My worship furs. Anita, darling. I've watched that movie a couple times. Come on, you. Okay, it's 6:01, so in about a few minutes I'm going to have to retire. Oops. I guess, nope, I don't want that thick line. Let's see, I want those thick lines on this beast. Let's see, go back. Let me make this a little bigger. It's a little too thick. Too thick. Too thick. Careful what you wish for, Kimberly. not too bad. It's not too good either, but let's see. We'll bring it down some. How about 5? A lot better. I'm gonna have to bring that back down again. Because she is too skinny for that. Now, I shouldn't skinny shame. Now that'd be funny if there was like a Kingdom Hearts villains thing where they all go into each other's neck of the woods, like she's chatting with Ursula. I don't know how she's having a cigarette underwater, but we'll go with it. Let's see. When you're evil like that, there's no law that you won't frickin' defy. Let's see. Yeah, going and chatting with Ursula, maybe swapping heroines to mess with. Let's see. All right. And then, let's see, I kind of like that thick line there. But it's so hard to control. So let's see, we'll go up to 6.5 and see if we can capture it. Let's see. I'm going to erase this line right here. Okay, and see if we can capture that line. Yeah. I'll go with it. I think it'll be okay because it's the coat. And it all just becomes part of her. Let's see. All right. And we'll leave that part not too lined. Let's see. Yeah, that looks ugly. Okay, we'll leave that one thin. We'll come back down to 5. And I think I'll just thin her up a bit. Trim the lines a bit. Alrighty. Not sure what else I want to toss onto here. Okay, so her coat was basically yellow. Sorry, I wasn't in the chat. Hey, Julie. Did I watch the... Yeah, I did. I realized how much she could be smoking seaweed underwater. Yeah, a bag of weed. Yeah, I realized how that I was after watching the bag of weed one. I was like, okay, it led me right on into another thing, like their I don't want to say greatest hits. something about the songs that were famous for famous Family Guy songs, and I realized how much I don't like that cartoon. It was edgy in its own way, but it wasn't my thing. I think that's why I watched Simpsons more than I watched Family Guy. I mean, I did laugh at Bag of Weed, but I realized how much that particular... Oh, I wanted to put those on a different layer. Draw layer. Yeah, I think I'm a stick in the mud. I think I've discovered I am a big stick in the mud when it comes to certain things. I don't know. Do I take my animation too seriously? God, I hope not. I mean, there's some times when Peter and Lois and all those guys, they really just like stole my heart, and then other times where it's just like, oh my God, why am I watching this? I hated the way he treats his daughter. But yeah, I watched it. But I still, oh my God, I still love the chicken one, where he's like fighting that epic battle with the chicken. Oh my God, that was freaking hilarious. Live for us. It's like, Kim, you realize that every time you draw a circle, you're gonna have to color that shit in. Smoking seaweed. Oh my God. Make this a little bigger. Trying to vary these sizes here. So we know exactly where she's been, definitely. But yeah, I watched them. I was like, oh my gosh, now I realize why I don't watch The Family Guy. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. It's like it says the things that you don't want to say out loud, or you shouldn't say out loud. It's like, congratulations, you have AIDS. They made a song about it. It's just like, God, dandruff. Okay, alright, so it's 6:11. Let me stop ranting about The Family Guy, even though I like it. Oh my gosh. It made me smile in the worst ways. Let me see. Let me delete that. All right. So far, here's my Cruella DeVil. I will go ahead and probably color this later, and post the video later. If you guys have any ideas, just let me know what you think, and I'll probably throw some seaweed. I should have a bag of weed right here, like just toss a bag of weed, courtesy of Ian. It's just like weed, seaweed. How's she gonna get her puppies after that? Shoot. Anyway, bag of weed. God Let me stop. Off you go. But thank you guys so much for watching MerMayhem. And please like and subscribe if you like what you see. If you want to see the colored version when I am completely done with this, I will post a speed video of this process. I'm trying to decide whether or not I like it with hands or without hands, pause or no pause. And I'll go ahead and show that. You guys have a great one. I got to get ready for work. Catch that bus. It's supposed to rain today. Woo woo. He says, what do you think of the car wash part? We'll talk about that on the next time we catch up with each other. You guys take care. Bye-bye.